Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty Spring 2019 sale is fast approaching. It's going to start on Sunday, March 17th, and it's going to end on Saturday, April 6th. I'm going to be working from two screens so I can keep track of everything that's going to be offered. For Sunday, March 17th, they're going to have Tarte's Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 Mascara, as well as Lancôme Seal Booster XL Vitamin Infused Mascara Primer. Both of those items I actually have used before. If I was going to recommend one out of the other, I would pick the Tarte's mascara. I don't need mascara right now, but back in the day, I would pick up that mascara. It does everything in one, like I like to say, just that lengthening, the volume, and thickness. So I actually really enjoyed it. The Lancôme Booster, if you're someone that likes to prime their lashes and then put on mascara, it's personally a step I don't do, but that is a good primer. However, even though it's at it's $13, I think that's still a lot for a primer. So I'd recommend, again, if you're someone that does that step, just go get one from the drugstore. I know Wet n Wild at least has one. Now they're also going to have a skincare product. This is going to be from a brand I actually do not touch over at Ulta. I just have not used it, so it's not good or bad. Exuviance, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So I have nothing to say on that. So we'll be passing on that. For Monday, March 18th, Dose of Colors Desi and Katie eyeshadow palette is back. They had this during Christmas time, same price, $27.50. It's something I would recommend picking up if this is a palette that you are interested in. I think it's great. I feel the formula is fantastic. The mattes, the shimmers. It's just a good neutral palette, but also the jewel tones to add that pops of color. There's also a skincare mask available, a detox mask. I have personally not heard of this brand before at Ulta. I would just recommend the Indian Healing Clay one. You can pick it up at any health food store, also available online, and that's at a really good price. We'll do the same thing, if not better. For Tuesday, March 19th, there's going to be a Mario Badescu scrub, Botanic Scrub, Bare Minerals, Mineral Veil, and Perfecting Veil. I believe this is a pressed powder, or is that a loose? That's weird. The loose is on the calendar, but from what I'm looking at as well on the computer screen, looks like it's in a press. Nevertheless, these are two items I'm going to pass on. I have, when it just comes to skincare, I have evolved and there's all these other great stuff out there. So I'm really picky when it comes to Mario Badescu products. So this is something I am going to pass on. I am not a Bare Minerals fan as far as their complexion products, just my own personal preference. So I don't have any recommendation when it comes to that brand itself as far as complexion makeup. Now the next day I will not be passing. That is Wednesday, March 20th. So the first item up for that is a skincare item. Now this is Proactive Skin Smoothing Exfoliator. Now Proactive is, that's more geared towards people with like problematic skin is what I would say. Acne prone skin, problem skin. However, it's also not a brand I would recommend. I'm going to be honest. I remember using Proactive when I was like just out of high school, when I was having more of the, adolescent type acne. It did nothing for my skin but burn. So it's not something I would promote. I feel that we have so much out there already. Definitely a lot better. This item from MAC, I will actually pick up in each color that's available. They're going to have their Pro Longwear Paint Pot for $11. So this is a great time if you've eyed a paint pot from MAC, which is I would say one of their well-known product. It's a pretty cult item. If you've wanted to try it, now's the time to get it. It looks like it's going to be in the two shades too that are very popular, so soft ochre as well as painterly. Thursday, March 21st, Becca's Backlight Priming Filter is going to be on sale for $19. Now this is something I would recommend if you want that very soft focus, concentrated light on your face. On its own, I feel this primer is extremely radiant on the skin and too much for me. And when I say it's too much, ooh, it's too much. But I do like it just for a very soft, natural highlight because I like liquid highlighters on my skin. And I mean, it looks beautiful. So if you just put it where you specifically want to focus that light, that is an excellent product to do that. And you can put a powder on top or just wear it alone. It's fabulous for that. So I would recommend it for that purpose. The next item is Clarisonics applicator brush heads. I'm going to pass on that. I just want my regular brush, so I don't want anything else fancy or whatever this massage mess that's going on. I just want the regular brush, cleanse my face, and keep it moving. So just for that day, I'm not picking up anything, I don't need it, but from that day I just recommend the Becca product. The next day is Friday, March 22nd. So this item is on sale, the Too Faced Chocolate Gold eyeshadow palette. It's on sale for $24.50. This is another item that is extremely popular within the brand. A lot of people seem to like it. This is a palette that's very metallic, foiled, shimmer focus, is you only get a little bit of mattes. So your mattes are very specific, very, here we go, brown in the crease, a little bit black, brow bone, and then what do you want for your shimmer? But I feel for the price, it's a good deal. So, you know, if you've been eyeing this palette, now's the time to get it. You'll hear that repeat word, now's the time to get it, now's the time to get it. Now the next item is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the original formula. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow primers of all time. So if I needed it, I would be getting it at this time to get it. This is just, it does it all for me. For me personally, I am someone that likes eye primer still, and it works great. Now, the next item is from Peter Thomas Roth. It is their Hungarian Thermal Mask or their moisturizer. Now I remember receiving a sample from Sephora, and it was for the mask itself. So from my memory, I remember that it kind of felt a little bit like a little bit of heat, but it wasn't like disruptive on my skin. It didn't feel irritation or anything, but I also didn't notice anything, to be honest. So I actually prefer their Water Drench line over this thermal mask or the moisturizer. For Saturday, March 23rd is going to be another very popular item with people. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz is for $10.50. Now I used to get these back in the day. So I have probably about 3 left over, but I don't buy the Brow Wizzes anymore because here's mine that I'm working from still in my everyday makeup bag. See how this is all broken? Because the spoolie broke off. So this is the reason why I'm over Anastasia, is the fact is you use it and then the spoolie just pops off, and I'm tired of that. For the original price of $21, heck, even for the price of $10, it should not be doing that. I don't care. I don't care the price. It should not be doing that. And every time I buy a Brow Wiz, I am now going to expect it to snap off. So I'm just over it. And I'm fine with my Benefit Precisely My Brow, and the spoolie just doesn't budge. The ABH needs to stop with this whole being lazy. You've got a lot of competition on your tail now, so fix this spoolie and I might be back. We'll see. Now, next is from Philosophy. It's their Time in a Bottle 100% In Control Resist Renew Repair Serum. That is a long title. Now, I'm not in the market for any of this, the skincare items that's being offered. Philosophy, you know, I'm not into that anymore. It's a great brand. I like their Purity Cleanser, but not anything as far as like serums and so forth, going more into that heavy duty. Haven't really used it. There's going to be a third item offered for Saturday. It's their Clinique High Impact Favorites Kit. This is another item that I'm not going to be planning on picking out as far as their moisturizer. There's mascara, the eyeliner. Now the High Impact Mascara is a fabulous mascara from Clinique that is very underrated brand when it comes to mascaras. That brush for that mascara will give you false lashes, but if it was by itself, that's something I wish that Ulta would have done. Get rid of the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, stick in High Impact from Clinique, and you've got me as a customer. That's the only thing from the High Impact line I would recommend. Now for the next day is Sunday, March 24th. 3 items are offered again. We have IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed in Silk Micro Powder. They have brushes for Ulta, and then the Murad Clarifying Cleanser. Nothing really stands out to me. Don't care for the powder from from IT Cosmetics. If I want anything that's very pore specific, I use my Fenty blot powder, and that gets it under control. The only thing I'd recommend is the IT brushes for Ulta. I will actually check to see which one. Oh, it says so on here. Never mind. Now, brush number 202 and brush 225. Now, I don't care for that whole stipple brush, but the brush that is 202, if that's the brush that has an egg shape, I love brushes that are egg shape and fluffy. They're good for powder, they're good for bronzer and so forth, and blush, so I will pick up that. Now for Monday, March 25th, this is the same thing. They tend to pull in a Skin Iceland product, so this is their eye gels. I've used the eye gels before back in the day. It's not something that is very, wows me to death, so I'll pass that. Lancôme La Base Pro Face Primer. I've actually tried that, a sample, a very generous size sample before, and it worked well as far as blurring and smoothing my skin. But again, I'm sure we all have a ton of primers, and there's a lot of competition out there. So definitely for $21, unless you're a die-hard Lancôme fan, I think you can definitely find something much more, affordable price point to do the same effect. Now for Tuesday, March 26th, there is a 3-pan Ofra Nikkie Tutorials Highlighter Trio. That's for $14.50. I brought out my Ofra color wheel here. That's the highlighter. This is in Beverly Hills, which, look, it just slid out right now. I like highlighters that tend to be from Nikkie Tutorials, some sort of a collab, because she tends to make them very blinding and very brightening, or however they do this collab together. But I would swatch this first, and then there's some sort of a dietary supplement the next day. No. Would I recommend that? No. Don't waste your money. It's $50. Following day is Wednesday, March 27th. There's the Smashbox Photo Finish Water. Now this one is the one, I believe, that is the more of the hydrating version one. I haven't tried that one. I'm going to have to try it, like spritz it a couple times before that date, see how I like it, because for $21, I would spend that on the water itself. That's the one that I wear practically every time I do my makeup. Then the next is the Pure 4-in-1 Pressed Powder Foundation. I'm someone that doesn't use powder foundation, and what I do use of my powder foundation, I think I only have like one good one that I really like. That one I'll just use until I'm done with it. Pure, I feel, is a good brand. It's a brand that offers, I feel, quite a few products that I have tried out from them that I really do like. So I already have that confidence within the brand that their powder is probably really good. Now the next day is Thursday, March 28th. There's the Buxom's Full On Plumping Lip Cream is on sale, as well as the DermaDoctor C peel pads. I haven't used anything from DermaDoctor. I'm not in the market for peel pads, so passing on that. And I still have my Buxom plumping lip creams. I do like those. I have like White Russian. I think I have Dolly. I personally like those. I think they're a great deal. I've got them before on this sale, and I like them. And they're still, like, they haven't spoiled. They feel good on the lips. They make my lips feel bigger and look a little bigger. Now for Friday, March 29th, there's a Tartelette Toasted eyeshadow palette, along with Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Booster Serum. Now I can't use anything from Juice Beauty because it breaks me out. Anything I've tried, I have broken out. So it's not a brand I recommend, and I just can't use it. Now for the Toasted palette, that is something I remember being heavily marketed against Urban Decay's Naked palette. The Naked Heat palette. I also got the Toasted palette as a holiday gift. Here it was given to me. So I haven't used it too much, to be honest, because I'm still trying to work through some of my Christmas palettes still to this day. But it smells like graham crackers too. Same similar color scheme as Naked, Urban Decay Naked Heat. Personally, if you're like, well, which one would you pick? I would just pick the Heat, because I'm very familiar with the shadow formula and I really like it. But also I noticed some people have been saying about how Tarte's palettes are hard to blend. I don't have a problem with them. But if you ask me which one will give you that heat, that drama, definitely Urban Decay Naked Heat. That's what I would pick. And the next day is Saturday, March 30th. So still a Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I'm going to pick that up because I am in the market for liquid eyeliner, and I've been wanting to try this one from Stila. Mario Badescu's Drying Lotion. Again, I'm picky when it comes to Mario products. I remember trying this out back in the day. It didn't really do anything for me. And the third item being offered is from DermaBlend, the loose setting powders. Now, each one is going to be $14.50. So the original one, the warm saffron. I know that there's a peach one. I want to say it's cashew, I believe. And then the banana one. I did a video on the sample of the banana I received. So I will be getting the full-size banana. So now that it's on sale, I'd recommend getting all of the colors if you want them. For Sunday, March 31st, it's going to be a sale on Urban Decay's eyeshadows. It looks like they're single eyeshadows because they're for $10, and then they're Moon Dust eyeshadows, so the little singles. Now, I have enough Urban Decay eyeshadows, and I have probably more so palettes versus single shadows. And if I want singles, I prefer them just in a pan and put them into my magnetic palette. That's just me personally. But they are on sale. It says between $10 to $11. Next is Sugar Rush by Tarte, some Preppy Precision eyeliner. This is some little kids, like Claire line Tarte is doing, something that's geared towards the younger kids. Send the younger kids to the other side of Ulta, to the drugstore side. It's like Tarte is always just thinking of something stupid to throw at us. There's really sometimes they just really get on my nerves, but I'm not touching that. And it's just, again, Maybelline. We've got Maybelline, we've got CoverGirl eyeliners, Wet n Wild, NYX, so many other good stuff. Great eyeliners. Get the Stila one instead of this. I'm just going to move on because I'm moving on. The last item is from Origin. It's their travel and trial kit for $14.75. Now, from just looking at the picture, there's not anything in there that I would use. From what I use from Origin, I like their eye makeup remover. I like their mask, but this isn't something I would pick up. But if you like Origin skincare, you want it in a travel set, then they have that offered. So it just depends on your needs. For Monday, April 1st, there's Laura Geller's Spackle Primers and their Lip Spackle. Now, this is good because I do use their spackle here. I love this. This is a product that will literally plump up your skin. Plump it up. I don't know as far as the lip product because I don't need that, but I'm also not into like a lip primer, but the spackle will. So what I'm going to do is try this in the spray version because they do have a spray version. So I want to see, is it kind of like the Smashbox? Then we have Perricone MD's Cold Plasma products. The only line I feel that's worth it, the price from this brand, is Blue Plasma. That is where it will literally like eat away at the dead skin because I used to use it. Just eat away, and I mean your skin is smooth and clear. But I don't care for the regular plasma. Give me the blue on sale. They'll never put the blue on sale because they know how good it is. But that's the only one I would recommend. Now for Tuesday, April 2nd, Lime Crime's Venus palettes are on sale. I picked those up last year. I think it was the fall sale, and a hot mess. I don't know what was going on with these palettes. First off, the pans were falling out of the palette, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go take it back. But then I tried them on my eyes just to see. I'm like, well, maybe I can just exchange it for a new one. I did not like how they blended. I just did not. I expected more from this brand as far as for these palettes. So I don't know, but not for $20. I learned my lesson last year. I'm not touching those. And the skincare item is an item I would recommend. The First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I have used those on and off during my lifetime. They're great. I feel that they really do exfoliate the skin. Like you can turn the pad over and see like the dead skin on it. They're great, and it's not irritating to the skin as well. I feel they do a great job. For Wednesday, April 3rd, the two items offered is Cover FX setting powder. That is something I used to use, I think probably around the beginning of YouTube, like when I first started, and it's okay. It's nothing I repurchased. I remember I didn't even finish it. It was like halfway through and I just gave it away to a friend. So just not into that anymore. Philosophy's Ultimate Miracle Worker is the next item. It's a moisturizer. Again, not really into Philosophy's products unless it's the Purity Cleanser. So I don't have anything on that one. Next is Thursday, April 4th. So Tarte's Quick Dry Paint, Lip Paint, and Glossy Lip Paint. wait, hold on. Quick Dry Matte Lip Paint. Okay, so one item, probably their liquid lipstick, and the glossy lip paint. Okay, for $10. So it's two different items, either or. I have tried their lip paints before. I feel they're extremely drying. So I wouldn't recommend it, and I would not buy it. And then I would just only assume the glossy lip paint is probably dry with just a little bit of gloss on it. Then the skincare item is that brand that I can't pronounce. Equivance Age Reverse Eye Contour. Again, a brand I haven't checked out at Ulta, and I'm fine with my skincare that I am using. So I personally am going to pass on that. For Friday, April 5th, the 3 items offered is first up, Too Faced bronzers. Now it says bronzers, so I'm just going to presume it's probably all their bronzers that they have. But then look at all these new bronzers that we have out now. I mean, this is kind of what I laugh when I say these other brands, like, you know, you need to be on your tail because you've got all this stuff out now. You know, we got the Physicians Formula, you got the butter bronzers now that are darker, and they're still cheaper. The butter bronzers, I believe, are less expensive than the $15 for Too Faced. So we do have other options, but if you're a diehard Too Faced bronzer fan, it's $15. Now the Mario Badescu item, the vitamin C serum, that is a serum that I have been asked before, you know, as far as do I like it or whatnot, because I do use, you know, a lot of vitamin C serums. It's not something I would recommend. It only has 7% in there, so it's not really doing anything. So $22, you're just really getting just a little liquid substance. That's just my opinion. So I don't feel it's worth it. And then the third item is from MAC. It's the Prep and Prime Skin for $15. Now this is the actual spray, and it's not the Fix Plus. This is something completely different. I'm not into this product, the Prep and Prime Skin products. They just really don't do anything, I feel, to really prep and prime the skin. The little pun there. So I would recommend, if I was going to spend $15, I would just get the Fix Plus spray. I'm trying to look around. I'm like, where's mine? Way over there. So that's what I'd recommend, but you know, that's just my preference. April 6th, IT Cosmetics has Superhero Mascara. Now I've heard so much about this mascara that I'm tempted to try it. It's $12. I'm tempted. Let me know if you've tried it before. If it's something that will do it all, like lengthen, thicken, and volume, let me know. Or if you've used it, let me know what it primarily does. Does it volume, thicken, or lengthen? Then there's Dermalogica Dynamic Skin Recovery. Not into that. I don't really use Dermalogica now very much anymore. Just have moved on to other things. And then the last product is from Benefit. Again, it's their Gimme Brow Eyebrow Gel. Now, I was using the Gimme Brow before ColourPops popped on the market, and I prefer ColourPops, the clear one, but they also now have tinted, so I'd recommend just getting that one. I think it does an even better job than the Gimme Brow. However, the ColourPop one will give you that like bushier, fluffier appearance to your brow. So if you don't want that look, then the Gimme Brow might be something to look at too. However, if $12 is still not in your budget, I recommend NYX's Tinted Brow Gel. That one's definitely a lot more affordable and will give you similar results than the Benefit. I'm just real quickly glancing at it. From what I can see under skincare, I don't see anything that I'm interested in personally, but it will be on the screen for you to take a look at. The Anastasia Beverly Hills blush trios are going to be on sale again. So this is pretty much, usually these are always within their hot buys, or $18 each. So I do currently use these. The two that I have is Berry Adore. This is my favorite one. So if you see Berry Adore, you have my skin tone. This is fabulous. Separate or just go straight across, that is what I do. You get a beautiful flush of color. And then I have Pink Passion, same thing. Singles or straight across. So these are $18 each, so I do like these. I will pick up the next item, which is the Too Faced Tutti Frutti. It looks like the liquid eyeshadows. I want to try one of those because I was curious on that when it first came out. Also for $10 is the Dose of Colors lipsticks. Now, I don't like the lipsticks that is shown here. I want the Dose lipsticks that are in the bullet designs. So I'm going to pass on that, but you know, I don't know if it's all lipsticks, so I need to look at that and see. It might just be that little design. It looks like a crayon on here, but again, that's the one that I want. But Dose's lipstick formula is really good, so if you're in the market for that, $10 is good. And what is your shopping list? Leave it in the comments. Maybe there's something I've overlooked. You never know. You never know with me. Okay, everyone, that is it for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening. And as always, I'm going to see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.